Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to welcome you all to the induction session of Micromaze 2.0.
Recording in progress.
Proudly organized by the IEEE Robotics and Automation Society of IIT. My name is Muina Shahmi, and I'll be your host for this session. Today, we're excited to walk you through the roadmap of one of the most thrilling robotics competitions in the inter-university circuit, Micromaze 2.0. We'll explore what the event is all about, what's new this year, and how you can be a part of this challenge that blends innovation, engineering, and competitive spirit. Before we dive into the exciting event details, let me give you a quick introduction to IEEE RAS. The IEEE Robotics and Automation Society of IIT was established in 2023, and in just a short time, it has become a hub for students passionate about robotics, automation, and cutting-edge innovation. As a part of the world's largest technical professional organization, IEEE RAS is committed to bridging theory and practice. From events like Robot Nexus to Tech Trek, our goal is to equip students with both the knowledge and experience to lead in the field of robotics. With that, let me now invite the chairperson of IEEE RAS of IIT, Atiq Furkan, to introduce this year's event, Micromaze 2.0. Over to you, Atiq.
Thank you, Moina, and good evening, everyone. We are incredibly excited to welcome you to Micromaze 2.0, our flagship inter-university robotics competition, where students design and develop fully autonomous micromice, where they solve the complex maze. Micromaze 2.0 is all about transforming your theoretical understanding of robotics into a functional problem-solving robot. Micromaze 2.0 promotes teamwork, creativity, and engineering excellence skills essential for any aspiring tech enthusiasts. This year, we are proud to say we are grown bigger and better. We are excited to announce a prize pool of 400,000 LKR, with 100,000 for the champions, 70,000 for the first runners-up, and 40,000 for the second runners-up. We'll also recognizing the top 10 teams by providing them prizes for the contribution for the final event. We look forward to witnessing the talent and dedication each of you all bring to the competition. With that, I would like to hand over the session to Moina, who will be guiding us to the upcoming sessions. Over to you, Moina.
Thank you, Atiq, for that exciting introduction to Micromaze 2.0. To give you a complete breakdown of the event structure, including the timeline, competition eligibility, rules and requirements, let me now invite the Secretary of IEEE RAS of IIT, Leana Dabre, to take you through the details. Over to you, Leana.
Thank you, Marina. Now that you've heard what Micromaze 2.0 is all about, let me begin by walking you through with the overall structure of the event. So the event begins with an induction session, that's today, where we provide you with an overview of the event. After this, participants will go through a series of 2 technical workshops, held both online, designed to help you prepare your micromouse and understand the core robotic principles involved. Following that, we'll hold a championship introduction session where we'll walk you through the structure, expectations, and format of the final competition. We are conducting a single competition round. There will be no separate qualifier or finale. Each team will be given one official run window on the competition day. Your final placement, including winners and rankings, will be determined entirely based on your performance in that round. As for the timeline, subsequent to today's session, registrations will close on June 28th, so be sure to sign up before then. The event will include 2 workshops, with the first workshop taking place on July 12th and the second on July 30th. Following that, on August 16th, we will hold a session covering the competition guidelines to help you prepare. Finally, the much-awaited final competition day is set for August 30th. Please note that all these dates are tentative and may be subject to change. Now moving on to who can participate and how teams should be structured for the competition. Each team can have up to 5 members, and these members can be from the same or different institutions. Solo participation is also welcome if you prefer to compete individually. All teams must ensure to complete their registration by June 28th using the official registration form. Please note that team names should be kept appropriate during the registration process. Now that we've covered who can participate, let's go over to the key rules and technical requirements your Micromouse must meet for the competition. First and foremost, your Micromouse must be fully autonomous. It cannot receive any external assistance during its runs. It should be self-contained with no form of wireless communication enabled during the competition. If your robot uses modules like the ESP32, you will need to ensure all wireless features are completely disabled, either via software or hardware. Judges may request proof, such as your source code or live demonstration to verify compliance. As for power, the robot must run on a non-combustive power source and the voltage should not exceed 24 volts at any point. In terms of physical specifications, your robot must fit within a 14.5 by 14.5 centimeter footprint. There's no restrictions on height, but the weight must remain consistent throughout the competition. If batteries or parts are replaced, the overall weight should remain within a 5-gram margin from the weight recorded at the initial inspection. The robot must also move safely within the maze. It is strictly prohibited from jumping, climbing, damaging, or leaving any part behind in the maze. It must navigate using safe locomotion only. Finally, while you are allowed to use manual switches to toggle between different operating modes or algorithms, reprogramming or modifying your code after the initial inspection is not allowed. These rules are in place to ensure a fair and technically sound competition, so please make sure your bot is fully compliant before the event day. With that, I'll now hand it back to Moina to take us forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Leanna, for that clear and detailed overview of the Micromouse requirements. I'm sure that gave everyone a strong foundation for what's expected in terms of the robot's construction and operation. Moving forward, let's now take a closer look at how the competition itself will unfold. I'd like to invite Pasan Laksita, the webmaster of IEEE of IIT, to take over.
Thank you, Moina. Let's now go over the core competition structure, including how the maze is built, how the rounds will work, and how your Micromouse will be judged. Now let's look at the maze. It is a 16 by 16 grid, which each square cell measuring 18 cm by 18 cm. Walls are 5 cm high, painted white with red top edges, and the floor is covered in non-gloss black to reduce reflections. The maze is built from PVC boards for walls and film face plywood boards for the floor. So except minor bumps or seams up to 2 mm. Your bot needs to handle those without losing stability. Your starting point is always in one of the 4 corners boxed in on 3 sides. The goal zone is a 2 by 2 block at the center. And there is only one valid entry, multiple paths may exist. So path planning matters. Micromouse runtime. Each team will allocate 10 minutes of total competition time, and you may attempt up to 10 runs within that time. A run begins when the robot crosses the start line and ends when it either reaches the goal or manually resets it. Between runs, you are allowed to flip onboard switches to change algorithms, swap batteries within the weight limit, adjust sensors and speed settings, and make quick physical repairs, but only with judges' approval. What is not allowed is re-uploading or modify code after the maze rebuild. Before any team runs the maze, their robot must pass initial inspection by the judges. Once your body is approved, it will be placed in the isolation zone where no further access is allowed, except for minor adjustment I just mentioned above. Any modifications that break these rules may lead to disqualifications, especially if the robot poses a risk to the maze or environment. Now let's take a look at the penalties that will be applied during your competition runs. First, for every wall collision, a 3 seconds penalty will be added to your runtime. If multiple bumps occur within a short window of 3 seconds, they will be counted as single penalty, not separately. Second, if you choose to manually reset your micromouse during a run, meaning if you lift it and return it to the starting cell, a 20-second penalty will be added to that run. Third, in the event that your robot becomes completely stuck and is unable to proceed, you may request a judge to initiate a restart. In such a case, that particular run will be disqualified, and no time will be recorded for it. These penalties are designed to maintain fairness while also encouraging teams to make calculated decisions during their allocated time. Your team will be ranked based on fastest valid run. If no one completes the maze, score will be calculated based on how close your robot got to the center goal and how many cells it explored while navigating. The judges have the final say in all matters, from rule interpretation and approving repairs to disqualifications. Their goal is fairness and safety. To get an idea about the event, let's take a look at last year's Micromaze highlight videos. Is there any restriction to use components? Shall we use any programmable board and any sensors? Yes, you can use any programmable board and any sensors. Just make sure if your board has Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, like ESP32. So if you're using ESP32 like the included wireless connection, you should completely disable those features. You guys can use STM32, Arduino Nano, and any board that capable of doing the complete mesh thing other than ESP32. So if the board contain any wireless features, you have to disable it. It was mentioned that a team can have multiple runs within the 10 minutes, right? So which is counted when comparing to the other teams. Yes, you get multiple runs in your 10 minutes, but only the fastest valid run is what counts when comparing with other teams. Does each team get a trial run for the board? No, we don't give a trial run. Only there is no separate trial runs. Do we have to collect the resources that are required to build our robot? Yes, you have to buy the components and build the robot on your own. Will there be a one round or two rounds in the competitions? There is only one round. So your performance in that round will directly decide your ranking. Is there only one correct path that gets the bot into the maze? Uh, no, isn't just one correct path. There can be multiple valid paths to reach the center of the maze. Will the best run time be taken as a final time to be ranked? Also, how many runs do we get, and how much time for these runs do we get? Yes, your best valid runtime will be used for ranking. You get up to 10 runs within a 10 minutes window, and you can manage the time to however you want. Is there any hidden task in the competition? There is no hidden task. Learning phase, is it possible to request for a second learning run after the initial run? No, there is no special learning run or run within your 10 minutes window official. When the robot is started to work in the maze, if there is any technical problem, can we correct the problem at that time? No, once the robot is in run, you can touch it or make any changes. You have to wait until the run ends. Then you can fix the issue with judge approval before the next run within the 10-minute window. Should we stop the run as soon as we get a valid run, or can we do another run after that also? Yes, you can absolutely continue. Even after getting a valid run, you can keep trying to improve it within your 10 minutes window, within your 10 minutes time. Only the fastest valid run will be counted. Can we use any programming languages? Yes, you can use. Are we allowed to build our robot before the competition, or must it be built during the event? You have to build it before the competition. What if the robot gets stuck on the first run somewhere in the maze? If your robot gets stuck during a run, even on the very first run, you can request a manual restart from the judges. They'll allow you to lift the robot and bring it back to the starting cell, but that run will be disqualified. No time will be recorded for it. So you can continue using the rest of your time for more runs. Just remember, get stuck doesn't end your chance. So like it will count a 20-second penalty, but you have chance to for another run. If your robot completes a maze multiple times, is only the fastest valid run counted. Guys, only the fast valid run will count. Is it required the robot to come back to the starting cell by itself, and what it doesn't come back? Yeah, ideally your robot should navigate back to the starting cell by itself after reaching the goal. If it doesn't come back, scores will be count. That's not an issue.
That concludes our Q&A segment. Thank you everyone for your thoughtful questions. If you have any more queries afterward, don't hesitate to message anyone from the OC. Make sure to follow all our official social media pages of IEEE RAS of IIT to stay updated with the latest news. You can scan the QR code as well. So that brings us to the end of today's session. Thank you all for joining, and we look forward to seeing the amazing innovations you all bring to Micromaze 2.0. Best of luck, and we'll see you at the next milestone. Thank you again, and have a wonderful night.